Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, and also a live 90.5 FM radio station as well. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And how are you tonight there, Ellie? Yeah. And what's going on here? Yes. My iPad just did something completely really weird, and it always happens here at this station. What's that reflecting back? I've got reflection back.
It's not lights, is it?
No, it's my voice. It's from out there. Yeah, maybe turn it down. Yeah, thank you. It's a little bit tricky in here. Sometimes we just got to make sure that the sound is correct so that we don't have reflections back. And thank you, John, for introducing me throughout your smorgasbord show. Have a great weekend next weekend. We won't see you. Oh, hang on, this is on. It was my iPad too.
It was also out there.
Oh, gosh, thanks, Ellie. She's a legend. And just getting organised here, guys. We just had a little bit of a hiccup, but welcome to the show. Like I said, if you want to have a free MIDI reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I'm an international psychic medium. I do relay direct messages from spirit. I don't use any tarot cards. I don't use any crystal balls. I'm just a medium that does readings from direct messages from spirit. And this is our 134 live show here at Alive 90.5 FM, and we have done 457 live shows times 2 hours. It's a long time, isn't it, Ellie? And we have done this for free. We actually pay for the radio stations, and we've done this for free for however many years that was. I don't even really know how many years it's been since we've been doing this. I think it's 3. Well, you've been here for nearly 3, and I've been doing it way before you. So maybe I've been doing it 5 or something years on the radio. Yeah, something like that. I'd have to go back and look it all up. But welcome to the show, guys. Let's say good evening to some of our followers here on our Facebook page. And remind me to tell you about my ghost adventure on the weekend, Ellie, okay? It was really cool.
Considering you hate ghosts.
Yes, and I had 3 scary moments. Very scary moments where I screamed because but anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. I just want to say good evening to a few people here. We've got Alicia, thanks for joining us. She's actually first off the rank here on the live. We've got Bethany Osborne, good evening. Thanks for joining us. We've got Jill Poglaze, you're slipping, you're in 3rd. And where is Michelle Coburn? She's in 5th place tonight. Oh my gosh, what is going on with you two ladies? I can't have that. Normally every week you're normally 1st and 2nd on my page. Joanne Howard, good evening. Nikki Villano, good evening. Who else have we got here? Tracy Gibson, good evening. We've got Gladys Lacey, good evening. Thanks, ladies, for joining me. We weren't live last night. I had a huge weekend. I might as well talk about the ghost things now while people are joining us. So I've been asked by Abandoned and Haunted page to go and be a medium, or just go and talk to spirit and talk to the ghosts over at a certain location on Saturday night. And so I went there, and it was quite eerie driving in the middle of nowhere and trying to drive up the driveway, and you could see things happening. But I thought, okay, don't tell me anything. And they never told me anything about the place as well, which was really cool. I'm sure they'll send me through some footage of, I've got some footage on my phone, and I can post that up later this week, but they will send me some footage of the actual recordings that we did, because I was actually literally speaking to a ghost for about 10 to 15 minutes. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever done in my life. And at the start, I was thinking, oh, is anyone going to come through? You know, we did this waiting for well over an hour, and nothing came through. And someone suggested, oh, we'll go into that building over there. I said, yeah, let's go into that building over there, because that's going to be a lot better. So I went into the building with them over there. And then one of the other there was 2 paranormal investigators there as well. And they were right into this ghost hunting kind of thing. And they one of the gentlemen turned around and said, "Oh, I'm going to go and get this." I think it was called an SP11 or something like that. "I'm going to go and get this SP11." I said, "Oh yeah, great, go get it, and let's see what it does." And apparently, it picks up AM and FM frequency, which was really cool. So he turned it on, and I had all these visions come through and things like that, and I was talking out loud, and I asked yes or no questions to whatever into the air, and everybody was listening. And sure as ever, we were getting answers, and I was getting answers, yes and no answers from whoever it was on the other side of the frequency. And turns out that it was a young kid that had drowned down in the river when he was young, and he had a little sister named Edith, and she was only about 4 when he'd passed. And I worked out that that was him that had actually passed over, and he was talking to us. But then we had this other really, really weird, creepy voice come on the thing, and went, "Oh, I don't think that was him." But it was pretty cool talking to a ghost, and I 100% believe that it was legitimate. It was no, everybody was with us that were there. There was only 10 of us, but everybody was with us. And there was no way that anybody could have played, a joke, or fluffed it up or made it sound real or whatever. There was definitely ghosts on that. And when I get the recording, hopefully they'll send it to me soon. And they even said my name twice. So I went to the bathroom, came back, and everyone was like going, "They've said your name." I said, "No way." I said, "There's no way." I said, "You serious?" And they said, "Yes." They're on my page now. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Thank you, Teresa and John and Chad. It was just an amazing evening. I loved it. And they said my name, and I was going, "No way." But turns out that night, I was sitting there at the first part of when we were waiting for the ghost to do their thing, and I was sitting there, and my friend was sitting next to me, and one of the guys, Chad, had actually walked up the footpath and went up the other end, and then when he came back, I was just like looking out, into space. I was a bit daydreaming and whatever, waiting for something. And then next minute, Chad walks back, but he walks back a different way. And I was expecting him to come back down the footpath, but he walked between these pillars and then from the reflection of our light, there was only half of his face that was lit up. And oh my God, I went like this, and I freaked out. And everyone was laughing at me, of course, but and he goes, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you." I go, "Yeah, right." And then we had a young man there, was Simone's son, and he was standing there. We just come back from the toilet, and he was standing there with his hands in his pocket, and he was a tall thing, and I had the torch looking on the ground to see where I was going, because it was dark there and we couldn't see where, like, our footing. So as I've gone further forward, where he was standing in the doorway, mind you, he knew he was going to scare me. I think he totally got me. And she said, Abandoned and Haunted said, Chad has a knack for that. Yeah, well, he did a good job on me, that's for sure. He freaked me right out. That was the first one I saw. And then this young kid was standing at the doorway with his hands in his pocket, and he was really tall. And all I could see when I had the torch on my feet, just to see where I was going so I didn't do an ankle, all I saw was these feet on my left, and I went like this, and I looked up, and here he is right in my face, and I went, "Oh my God, he scared the life out of me." And this was like pitch dark, and it was pretty scary. But then we went in, we spoke to the ghost. Now, Teresa, if you've got that footage, if you can send it through or something onto my messenger or something from when I was talking to the spirit or to the ghost, then send it through, and then I can play it here if you can. But if you can't, don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll post it up on the page a little bit later. But it was pretty cool. And then another time we went for a little walk around the location that we're at, and it turns out that there was a bird inside one section of the building, on the corner of this old building, and my friend and John had walked ahead of me, and I thought, I'll tune in a bit, and I'll see what I feel around here. And then I heard this like this weird noise behind me. And I just literally walked past this building. I'm thinking, oh my God, I've swung around like, like a killer whale. I was swung around to see what this was. And I thought, oh my God. And then next thing we know, this bird flies out of this building. And I went, oh, he scared the life out of me again. So I had three spooky moments. It was and when you're knowing there's ghosts that know you're there and you're a medium, you go, oh yeah, okay. But I still get a little bit afraid of it. She said she will when we go through it. I'll send it to you. No dramas. Yeah, thank you. But it was she said she goes, John's in stitches here laughing. Yeah, well, it's all right for you because you've done this a million times, but I haven't. I only just talk to them, in the spirit realm, not like directly. Oh, well, I do actually. How do I say this? So ghost is quite different. It was actually answering me as I was asking questions. So I'd say, were you the little boy that drowned in the river when you were young? Yes or no? And he goes, yes, like this. And we go, oh, wow, And then I'd say, do you have a little sister with you? Is she around 4 years of age when you passed? You go, yep, like this. And he would really, and then we heard this really weird voice come through and I went, yep, that wasn't him. That definitely wasn't him. So yeah, it was pretty cool. But thank you for inviting me there. It was amazing. I loved it. And I can't wait to go to the next one, which will be, apparently the next one is coming up, but it'll be at a different location and something about the family. There was the family has lived in the house has never sold or something. Is that correct, Teresa? Yes, that's right. Remember the voice we all heard. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like this voice that we all heard was, what did it say? I don't remember what it said. She said, you are more than welcome. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what the voice said, that scary voice, Teresa. So what did it say when I was asking questions to the guy that passed, but then that weird voice came. She says, yeah, I understand. Yeah. What was it? It was something, I don't know. It was really short. It was like three words long. And we went, oh yeah, that definitely wasn't the same ghost. So but we think there was 4 ghosts. I feel like there was 4 ghosts there at the same time. But the thing was, when I said, is that your little sister? And was she around 4 years of age when you passed? And yes or no? And he said, yep, again. And then, the little girl turns around and says her name, which was Edith. She goes, Edith, like this, and she kind of threw it over the airways to us, and we're going, wow, this is crazy. Yeah, I understand. She goes, we have to go through the recordings to remember. Yeah, but it was pretty freaky in there. It was a lot to remember. I said a lot of words, and I do remember, like, he agreed with me that there was a horse and cart that came up the driveway, and that the horse and cart had lots of like freshly picked apples and things like that in the back of the cart, and that he was selling them, and all the people went from where we were, they went down and chose the apples that they wanted and took them back to the dorm there where they were. So it was pretty cool. Yes, I'm looking forward to doing it again. She said I have to go through. Yep, 100%. But if anyone wants to go do a ghost tour, go and see Real Fact and Evidence. So Therese and John are amazing. They're beautiful people. No pressure for anybody on the evening, and it was just done in the most professional way possible. And they had all their proper equipment there. They had a lot of things that I've never seen before, which was really cool. And they guided us around the property, as well as, they didn't tell me anything. I didn't want to know anything before I started. And then they said to me later that everything that I said was correct, because it was all different eras of time, the information that I got was all different eras of time. So the earliest time I think I mentioned was 1800s, which was pretty cool. But if you ever want to go on a Sydney ghost tour or anything like that, go to the Abandoned and Haunted page. They are really the most professional and fact and evidence guys. There's no BSing. There's nothing like that. It was all fact and evidence, and they were serious about their collection of information that they got from the ghosts and whatever else. But for me, being a medium and talking to a ghost was completely different than talking to the people on the other side, like your past loved ones, which was really cool as well. So, but yes, we'll leave that there. But thank you again, guys. She said it was really cool to see how you interacted with spirits there. Yes, I think when people see the footage or listen to the footage, they're going to realize what I'm saying, because it was really, really cool. Just and I'm not fluffing this up by no means. It was just really cool how I'd say something and I'd ask them for a yes, no, because really with ghosts or spirit, that takes a lot of energy for them to have a conversation with you. So you have to ask closed-ended questions. Even if you're an up-and-coming medium, you have to ask closed-ended questions so that you don't, push them into a corner where they can't answer you, so you have to do the closed questions, the yes, no's, because it's easier for them to say yes or no other than saying, oh, the cow jumped over the moon. But it was pretty cool. Let me know, Teresa, if I can post up the photos that I took. I won't put the property name or anything like that. I'll just post up some of the little photos. Actually, I might send them to you and you can approve them first, because it's an undisclosed location. And yeah, but it was pretty freaky when I got scared there for a second, or 2 or 3 times, as it was, especially with that bird the first time. That was I was running. But anyway, we'll leave that there. So I had to be honest, just going back to it, sorry, I have to say this. I had 3 of my friends that I was going to bring, but because they were full, I could only bring 1. So I had to choose the friends that weren't the screamers. But it turned out that I was the screamer after all that. My friend Ellie's laughing at me. It turned out that my friend wasn't the screamer, and I was the screamer, because I was like, ooh, I can see something, something just moved, and then it was Chad, and then the bird, and so on. It was pretty cool. And thank you for that. I really appreciated it. All right, let's keep going. So let's go back and say good evening to a few people. So yeah, go and join their page, Abandoned and Haunted. They're posting up some comments on my page now, but go there and join the page and see what they do. They do all the fact and evidence. There's no BS. All righty, where are we? Michelle Coburn. Michael Draper, good evening. Shirley Tyler, good evening. Do you do tours on these places for public to be able to attend, please? So you're best off. So they don't do tours because they're not allowed to, but they do. They can't. I don't know. You might want to answer those. Go to the page and then ask the question there, and then she'll answer it for you. It's a little bit tricky because it's undisclosed locations. I couldn't even advertise that I was going. That's how kind of secretive, or whatever, however you want to put it. Just, yeah, it's just so that people don't go there and, ransack the place, or they don't go there and graffiti it everywhere and things like that. So that's why it's undisclosed. Jill Poglo's, yeah, I'd have to wear brown pants. Very funny. Has anyone else ever spoken to a ghost? Just post it up on the page here. You have?
Yes.
Yeah, come on. You got to tell me this one. This is the first time. What happened, Ellie?
Like a year and a half ago, and it was like at a ghost thing local to me. I didn't like it or didn't enjoy it.
What do you mean, Ellie? Where are you? Howdy. Yeah, so what happened?
It was just weird. I could feel it.
Oh, feel the energy around you.
And I was like, go away.
Yeah, just tell it to go away.
Don't want it.
Welcome to my world, Ellie.
My parents were like, oh, let's go on a ghost tour or something around. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come. And I'm like, not again.
No.
No.
Yeah, well, it wasn't as scary as I thought, except for when the stupid bird came out of the house. But it was like making all this weird noise. I'm thinking, oh my God, it's coming to get me. It's like the poltergeist or something. I'm thinking, no, I can't have that. But let's go and do some readings. Francois Smith, good evening. South Africa, Boksburg, good evening. Yes, guys, tell me where you're from. Suburb, state, country, county. We've got Glenys Lacey. Yes, we've got you there. We've got Helene Russell. Good evening. can you please tell me if my friends will find their son? He is in his 20s. He's been missing for about 2 weeks. They found his car on a highway. Oh, I don't like these ones. This is like a murder mystery. Yeah, I don't like these ones. It's a bit that's even more spookier to me than the ghost lobby. And was his car like what do they call it? Like a turquoise gray, I think it is, like a gray, like a light gray color. I see a turquoise / gray color car. And what's she saying here? She said he's been missing. They found his car on a highway. Was the car broken down though? Because if it wasn't broken down, that's another story. Because I feel like he's stopped there, maybe run out of petrol, and then I don't feel like he's. I can't really say what I feel. Yeah, I'd have to talk to you offline there, Helene, because I don't want to scare you or anything, but I just want to. Yeah, I can't say some stuff with media law here. It's impossible to talk sometimes. Jacqueline Antrobos, good evening. So if I've missed your question, guys, post it up again because the stream goes really quite fast in here, and also the media law. I can't talk about things, so just ask questions. Don't give me any heads up. I don't want to give any heads up with numbers or get a heads up with any numbers or names or anything like that. Just ask me the questions. So. Yeah, so you're giving me too much information in Nikki Villano. She's saying, I was wondering if Spirit had any messages regarding my job. I have recently started a new job 6 months ago. I'm not overly happy where I am at currently, but there is a position available that is more like a promotion. Does Spirit think this will be the right path for me to apply for this new position or try and stick it out? I think you need to apply for the new position, because they're only going to say no. And if you're ambitious enough to go for it, then if you feel like you can do it, Nikki, I would recommend you doing it. There's nothing to lose here, I'm hearing. Nothing to lose at all. And even if you don't get it, it's a really good experience. It's a really good learning curve for you. So have a crack, I'm hearing. Have a crack at it. Did anyone used to talk like that around you? Like some elderly people, like an elderly male? It's like I feel like this is a male. He bashed him in the head saying, tell her to have a crack at it. And I get the anxiety around you too there. Lots of. Have you been really dry in the mouth, like not drinking enough water, really, really dry around the mouth? Because I feel like even to swallow, it's hard to swallow because my mouth is so dry. I'm also getting 14 around you, 5 in the month of May. So if you said that you started this job 6 months ago, what's that? So that's May, June, July, August, September, October. So 5 months ago is October. Okay. So no, this is like birthdays, anniversaries, memorials then. I thought it might have been related to the work, but it's not. But I do feel like that this will be a nice change for you. And if not, just keep looking. You're very ambitious, so you just need to go where they're saying to me, go where the money is. And I'll leave that there. Dixie Keane, good evening. Happy Monday from Wellington, New Zealand. Hope all is well. Thank you. I had a cracker of a headache yesterday. That's why I didn't do the radio last night. It's kind of lingered on today, but for some reason, I think I'm allergic to cheese. So I had cheese on Friday night. And then, do you want to go to an ad for me, Ellie, please?
Alive 90.5.
Station sponsor, SE Timber Floors and Shutters, ingrained quality.
Are you seeking optimal gut health? Look no
What's
further. The
time?
Centre for Gastrointestinal Health
Perfect timing
is your
anyway.
trusted partner, with locations in Castle Hill, Bella Vista, Bowral, Gregory Hills and Ulladulla. Our expert team of highly trained gastroenterologists and dietitians focuses on uncovering the root causes of gastrointestinal issues through a personalised and holistic approach to healthcare. So call 1300 580 239 today. The Centre for Gastrointestinal Health, where your gut health is our priority. Station sponsor. HR Images is a team of professionally trained photographers with a passion for delivering a high-quality service. We believe photography is about telling a story and capturing those rare moments. We offer a personalised, unique experience for every photo shoot, specialising in weddings, christenings, family portraits. Visit hrimages.com.au. Mention this ad to receive a complimentary 12 by 18-inch enlargement. HR Images brings you a bundle of joyful memories for you to cherish for your next event. Station sponsor.
I just found a
Sitting on the
video.
couch watching online movies, sitting in your kitchen or at your office, listening to your
So I just found a video.
Introducing Ripple Networks, Australia's newest
Oops, hang on.
internet provider, providing internet services to homes and businesses across Australia. Sign up today to get a 6-month discounted internet plan with no lock-in contracts. To activate internet at your home or business, go to ripplenetworks.com.au. Station sponsor.
Right now, you're here to hear what's coming through your speakers. But have you thought about how you can be here to hear when a mate, colleague, or loved one needs a chat? Ask, are you okay? And let the people you
Hello,
care
Ellie.
about know you're here
Okay.
to really hear them. Because a conversation could change your life. Learn more at areyouok.org.au.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. I just had to go to an advertisement due to my daughter ringing me. Mum, what are you doing? I'm on air. Oh, okay. I'm thinking, well, I've only been on air for the past 456, 7 live shows. And she rings me now. I thought, you cutie. Anyway, back to the show. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, on the Facebook. That's where I see your comments and I see your questions there. Lauren Hayes from Wollongong, New South Wales, thanks for joining me. See Melanie Java, she would love a tour. So everybody would love a tour. It was an amazing experience to have you there with us. Thank you there, Teresa, from Abandoned and Haunted page. She's on my page, so she's on the chat now. So go over to the page and like the page. So Lisa Young, it's me again. My sister didn't wake up tomorrow 2 weeks ago. Can you please help explain why? It was only the beginning of August and I asked about my best friend who passed away from cancer. You were spot on about other things as well. Please help me understand. I think I did this. Did I do this one, Ellie? Can you remember? It just somehow it rings a bell, this one. What was this? It was me again. I did this a couple of weeks ago. I remember doing this because I had foul play and I just heard foul play again, Lisa. And police, that's what I had. Police and foul play. I don't think that you must not have stayed on the show when I'd read for you. So very important to stay on the show, guys. If you ask your question, you need to stay on. So you're going to miss my answer. Yeah, I just get foul play with your sister. I feel like this might have been a drug thing or something like that. I think this was the one where it was the drug and I saw her lying in the bed. I still see her lying in the bed. Was she found in bed? Because I see her lying in bed. Found lying in bed. That's what I'm getting. I just feel like this girl, something wasn't right with the people around her, the environment. It's like she's trying to be something with these people, and I think this was foul play. It's like a misunderstanding. I feel maybe there was drugs there as well. Unless this is around someone else here, but I don't know. I don't think so. But yes. What else have we got here? So I'm just trying to read something on here that we can't, guys. If you post up your question, don't tell me the novel before it. I need to just have a question, because I sometimes I feel like I need to read what you've written as the novel first. I don't want to have a heads up. I don't want to know anything. I just need your question. I don't want to be given. I'm not the kind of psychic that asks you for all the information. Then you have to tell me that I'm correct. I don't do that. I'm black and white. I just need your question. Wendy Thompson, I'm referring to you as well. I've just noticed your long-winded question telling me everything. Just ask the question, guys. Just don't give me numbers, don't give me names, just ask the question. Yeah, I'm just going through this feed here, but Shirley Tyler, hey Lesley, I have a validation from a MIDI reading roughly 5 shows ago, I think. I will need to message you privately. Okay, fair enough. That's cool. We've got over to you there, Miss Ellie. There's some validations there. While people post up there. Tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county too, guys. I'd love to know who I'm helping.
So Nikki Villano said, there's been quite a bit of anxiety around me lately, especially in the last couple of months. And yes, I have been suffering from a dry mouth.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
really
heard
dry.
from previous readings, my grandfather on my mum's side has been around me, so he may be the one who's trying to push me to be better.
Oh, that's beautiful. They do things in weird ways. They do really things in weird ways. Everyone says to me all the time, if I had, a couple of dollars for all the people that said to me, oh, it's funny how you say that. I go, well, no, because I'm a medium. I'm a psychic. I know. I hear it. That's why I'm saying it. And they just laugh at me. And I go, well, yeah. So Cindy Diamond, she said, hi, Lesley, I've had some encounters with spirits, I believe, even seeing a black silhouette of a dog in my doorway in the middle of the night, the same shape of my dog. However, she was outside. 6 months later, we found out she had cancer of a fungal infection, which we had to get her put down. Do I have a gift where I can hear things? I've also had one of my friend's dad come to me in my dream. It seemed so real. I woke up and my whole left arm was tingling. Any news for me? So yes, you do. So when you start seeing things like that, you clearly have some form of mediumship with the other side. So I suggest, if you really want to acknowledge it, you can acknowledge spirit and then just ask spirit to protect you 24/7, everything and everyone around you. That's the easiest way to remember it. And then also just if you want to go into this and practice, tell your spirit, or in your head, you can say it out loud or in your head, that you want to do 10 minutes. I'm going to sit down with a notepad and pen. I'm going to do 10 minutes, and you've got free reign with me for 10 minutes a day to give me all the information that you want, anything and everything, and I will write it down. And then they will get used to that, and then they will come through and give you more messages. And then start doing it with people, and try even holding like a pen or something like that to start with, and seeing what you get from the energy from a pen and things like that. So I can grab people's jewelry or people's pen or keys or whatever and just instantly pull through spirit. It's pretty much the same as me doing it live here. It's no different. Okay. Yeah. What have we got here? Okay, Melanie Jarvis from Washington State, 3:30 a.m. Wow. See, Byron Cook, morning. I'm Byron. We've talked several times on here. I just want to know what my family members are wanting my attention at this time from the other side. They always want our attention, Byron. So they don't leave us alone sometimes, especially if you're a medium yourself, like the other lady before you. They like to. So let me go back a step. So going back to the ghost part and things like that, and spirits. So there's a difference between ghosts, and there's a difference between spirits. So when I was doing the ghost thing with the Abandoned and Haunted page on Saturday night, I didn't have any fear in me about what I was asking the ghost when I was talking to him, and I didn't have any fear of the reaction back. I did not feel like they were violent. I did not feel like they were, chaotic or anything like that. But I did feel that they were wanting us to know that they're still there and wanting to chat, like wanting to know. It was like a tag team of, like a relay of who was going to say something first. But the male was the most dominant out of them all. But then Edith got her little voice in. And when it comes to spirit and ghost, the way I see it is that ghosts can cause a bit of havoc. They're a lost soul. It's like putting a cloak over the top of Harry Potter in the Harry Potter movie, like the invisible cloak, and they're just walking around, and there's an energy there, but you can't see it. But there's an energy there and it's lost. It's like it's lost. It just keeps doing laps and circles in this property. So it's a lost soul. So you kind of got to put them to rest. And a spirit is different, because I believe that spirit guide is the one that stands behind me, that gives me past, present, and future, which is the psychic part. And then you also have the mediumship side, which is the past loved ones. So your past loved ones will give me messages to pass messages onto you. So where's that question gone? Yeah, so they'll give you answers when they feel like it. Like Byron, you might see, and they might show you the numbers, like 1111, for example, which is angel numbers, and they might show you things like that. So keep your eyes open for that, because that's going to make more sense to you as well. But I don't think that they upset, or they are, annoyed or disappointed with you. I just feel like that they're there, just always there to watch over us. And that's how they are. That's how I see them all the time. If they're disappointed, they will tell me and I'll tell you, but I don't feel like that in this case. But I think that you're going onto the right track. It's just that you've got to stay on that, because you can easily get misguided or tempted to move somewhere else. You like to do something else, which is not good. So you need to stick to your guns at the moment. That's what I'm hearing from them. So if things are upside down, then you need to pull yourself back on track, so that you are feeling stable enough to hold onto that, that vehicle that's on that track, if that makes sense. Because I just feel like things are a little bit rocky for you at the moment. Everything will start to play out in the right direction, so you've got no problems there. It's the same as our Damien Snow. He came on to our show a long time ago, and it was, he's on here quite often. I'm surprised he's not on here tonight, but came on here quite often, and we kind of guided him in the direction of getting his life on track, and now he's flying through his life, and he's such a success. It's really, really nice to see that, and that's what I feel is they're kind of like bringing me to his story, but that's what I'm seeing with you as well, Byron. So, but I'll leave that there. Any validations there, Ellie? What was that one there from Jacqueline Antrobus? Yeah, you're welcome there, Byron. But I don't feel like that your family or anyone from the other side are upset at all. I just feel like that you're on a little bit of a rough patch at the moment, and things will settle down. Nothing can last forever. So you need to just make sure that you're on the right track. There's no disappointments here. They will love you either way. And going back to the lady that's a medium asking me about those questions before, if you don't protect yourself with all this stuff, like people think that I've got one eye in the middle of my head. Well, I don't. And if you don't protect yourself with spirits and demons and all that stuff around you, and I never used to believe in demons. I never used to believe in anything that was really out there. I just was straighty 180 thinking. But now when I see things and I see, what's happened to people, and I hear, and if I know that something's not right within someone's system or their body, or there's something demonic in them, then I hear my spirit say they're too far gone. That's what I hear, and I'll hear the same thing all the time. They're too far gone. So that's just another element to what we're talking about now, but it's on the negative side. But I like to stay on the positive side of all this stuff. Okie dokie. So where were we up to, Ellie? Leona Sunday, good evening. Hi. Mindy Merce Martin. I missed what that was there. Julian Antropos, she says, validation, Lesley, thank you beforehand. Was there a validation there, Ellie, was there?
Yeah, I've got it now.
Okay.
So
I didn't even see it.
It's a big.
Really? I can't, it's not even on my
it's
screen.
Not on Facebook feed, it's on like the StreamYard.
Oh, that's weird. It's doing something weird again.
So Jacqueline Antropos said, Lesley, you gave me a message about 4 weeks ago about my son and that he would start to feel better in himself. He was in hospital for 6 weeks. The hospital have told him that he has to have 2 injections, but he has to go to this place every fortnight, and they are making him have this injection, and it's affecting his muscles, and they are not listening to him. He and I are getting on great, and he is opening up to me a lot more.
Oh, beautiful. So what are they injecting him with? What'd you say?
She just said injections.
Yeah, right.
Say what?
My God, I just don't start me on these injections. Okay, we'll have to talk off air there, Jacqueline, somehow. Gosh, Byron, calm. Leona Sunday, I cannot say what you've just written. Be positive now. Not everything is negative. Turn your mind to positive and you will start seeing change. My 2 cents. Yeah, 100%. So, when you fester in the past, and I never talk about my past, never talk about my sorrow or my sadness or anything. I don't want to rehash that. I don't want that to be, part of my happiness in my day. I do not want to know. It's past, it's gone. That's it. And someone asked me the other week, and I had a really good question, which was, how do I push away, like how do I stop myself from thinking about the past and stuff like that? Well, I get busy. I'm so busy all the time. I'm like a little rabbit, I'm always doing something. I'm always here or there, and I love staying home, but I'm just feeling very, very busy. If I'm not busy, I will be either lying on the lounge recovering or go at the gym, one or the other. So I always fill up my time. Ellie. Ellie says I've got 8 brains because I'm always flat out and I'm always doing something, so which is, it's pretty full on my life. But I keep myself busy because I don't want to sit there and waste my time with, not doing something for myself. I just can't stand to see that people that are healthy, that people have got arms and legs, they're walking, they're breathing, they have no issues, but they're wasting their life away just putting along on the lounge or watching TV or playing video games or doing something like that. Like, seriously, guys, get your act together, get out and go and do something that's worthwhile, that's going to make yourself happy, even though you think that's happy, but it's not. It's just wasting your life away. Do something for yourself. Yeah, what's happened here? I don't know. I must have missed this thing with Byron here somehow, because something looks like the feed is not showing me everything here about Byron. Was there anything else that I missed there? Because I heard, hey, you probably can't see it either. But it's a bit of a tricky feed because we're getting stuff on our software, but we're not getting stuff on the live feed. So it's a bit tricky tonight. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Where are we up to? So Glenn Nickham Young, are we going to be evicted? I'm stressed a bit, please. So Glenn, what happens when you're, I do feel like this will eventually happen. So you've got to get your ducks in a row. And this is what I mean about getting motivated and things like that. I feel like you've waited too long. Because they don't just get you evicted straight away. They give you 90 days. Well, that's here in Australia, I know that. But it's like you're a sitting duck here at the moment. That's what I just saw, the ducks not lined up. So you need to get sorted, buddy. You need to get everything sorted. So, and I don't want to scare you, but it's time for change, like it's time for change. It's time for movement now. That's what I'm hearing, movement. So whatever's going on in your life, it's time for you to sit down, stop. Don't get stressed. There's no need to get stressed, because the more you get stressed about this, the more it's going to take place in the way that you don't want it to happen, because you're manifesting it to happen in the worst way possible. So highly recommend taking your time out right now and getting off the live and going to YouTube and watching the Secret full movie so you can get your ducks in a row. And this is what we did. You remind me of the Damien Snow that's on our show all the time. Situation similar, where he was not going to be evicted, but upside down with his life. And that's what I feel about you at the moment as well there, Glenn. So it's important that you take the steps now and pull back the reins. So when you pull back the reins, you've got to take the steps to actually look at where you are right now, because that's what you're not doing. You're not planning ahead. And when you plan ahead, you don't fail. So there's an old saying that we used to use in project management: when you don't plan to fail, you need to plan to not fail, or fail to not plan, or whatever it is, something crazy like that. Yeah, can you look that up for me, Ellie? It's a saying. What is it? I can't remember how it goes. Something plan. You need to plan. Yeah.
Failing to plan is planning to fail.
That one. So failing to plan is planning to fail. That's right. And that's what I'm hearing for you there, Glenn. So you're the man of the house. So you need to actually step up, pull yourself aside, get a pen and paper and go, you know what? I've got this, I've got this, I've got this little mini budget at the bottom, and go, I've got this and I've got this, and this is where I want to be. And then once you start putting it on paper, it's going to be clear, because you're going to say, wow, I've just broken everything up, all my priorities up. And then now I can actually go ahead and put everything in order. And then Spirit will help you do that. And you'll be surprised as soon as you start manifesting what you want. And next minute you'll be driving around a nice car that you want, because I can see that as well. And I can see different things changing for you. So look forward to it, because I really feel this is going to be a really good thing for you. And, Spirit doesn't do this to people to put things to make it harder if you're in the right direction. So you're clearly not in the right direction right now. So Spirit will push you and push things around you to make it difficult so that you can get out of that situation, like get out of it. That's what I'm hearing. It's like rocket propel yourself out of there. That's what I'm hearing. I don't feel like this property is good for you anyway. That's why it's making it so difficult for you. And it sounds crazy, but the property, I don't feel like it's for you. Okay, so get your ducks in a row. Start looking. Start getting active. That's what I'm hearing. And I've just heard they're saying to me, you've waited too long. Because you're waiting, you're thinking they're not going to do it, but they have the other plans. That's what I'm hearing. But I feel like January is going to be big changes for you. And I do see the boxes already, so definitely moving. And I just heard to a better place. So look forward to it. It's going to be nice for you. And change is like a holiday. So look forward to it, lovey. It's going to be nice. Yes, I see. There you go. So Byron says he sees angel numbers and smudge every day. You don't. Oh, bless you. So there's that sneeze. Everyone was saying that Ellie hasn't sneezed yet, but she just sneezed. Byron, you don't need to smudge every day, love. I don't believe in that toxic whatever it is you're using to smudge. You just need to ask Spirit to protect you. That's it. All this hoo-ha stuff. He said, thanks for answering so quickly, as it was my aunt's birthday, and I lit a candle for her. I know she's watching like my dad and grandmother, but yeah, validation, I get it. Thanks. You're welcome. But you don't need to do the smudging every day. I'll tell you one thing what Spirit does. It just sits there and laughs at you. Okay, even my old teacher used to say that. Spirit will just sit there and laugh at you if you're smudging the house, because they go like, these people, what do they think we're going to leave? Where it goes, like we're a spirit. Yeah, you're welcome. He said, being empathetic and spiritual, I'm still learning. Thanks. Yeah, it's not like There's no textbook for this, Byron. There's nothing. It's just what you feel. And you go, and this is one thing I was saying to my friend on the way here, Anne-Marie. Hi, Anne-Marie and Ellen. And I was saying to her that I wanted to talk on my show about morals and things like that. So a lot of people think that just because they can do something to someone, or they can do something that's immoral, or it's unpleasant, or it's nasty, or it's just spiteful, or it's just evil, just awful, they think that they're going to get away with it. Well, they don't get away with it, guys. They might get away with it on earth, but they do not get away with it up elsewhere when they leave this world. They do not get away with it. Everybody will have their day, every single person. So I don't know how some people can go and lie in bed straight and after what they've done to some people. So, for example, I had a horrendous thing that I had to listen to with a beautiful lady yesterday, and her life was just, nobody would even believe it. It needs to be turned into a movie, or it needs to be turned into a book or something, because nobody would ever believe her life. And the people that have done all this stuff to her in her past, I don't know how they can actually lie straight in bed, but those people will have their day 100%. But we'll leave that there. Sam Middle, will I move this year? Well, this year's nearly over. I feel like January, February is the best time for you to move, Sam. Try and hold it out like January/February to move. Because I just heard this year's too far gone already. Another one, too far gone. I get the 17, 8, and August around you as well. What does that mean? 17, 8, or August around you. I'm also getting 14. 1 and 4 is 5 in the month of May. I had May earlier as well for another lady. But I get those those numbers there for you as well. I feel like that the May's birthdays, anniversaries, memorials, and also August was a time of sorrow for you. Also give me, what is it, like a scratchy throat. So scratchy throat at the moment. A bit of, do you have a bit of a husky voice? Or who's that around you that has the husky voice? And did you receive phone call or, I mean, everyone receives a phone call, that's very general, but a phone call from someone that wasn't, like, it was like a bit of upset on your face, like disappointment. It's like, oh, really? Wow. Like, never thought of that. Never knew that. You know, so phone, like a bit of a disappointing phone call. Like you wasn't expecting it. That's what I'm hearing. Not good. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Cindy Demon, will we buy a new house soon? Everybody wants to buy a house there, Lovey. Of course you will, but I don't feel like it's going to be soon. I feel like this is going to be for you next year as well. I don't feel like anybody moving right now or buying right now. I feel like for these people that I've just spoken about, next year, definitely January/February and March into the properties. That's what I see. Property, definitely inside property. Boxes and stuff. And do you have two vehicles, like two opposite colors, like black and white? You know what I mean? And has there been something that's occurred with the vehicles? Like, what do they call it? Like a bit of, not vandalism. Yeah, a bit of vandalism. That's what I'm hearing, vandalism now. I thought it wasn't, but I just heard it again. And I also get the anxiety around with you too, Cindy. A lot of people suffering from anxiety. If people topped up their vitamin Bs, the Bs, executive Bs, as well as their magnesium and things like that, they would feel so much better. Zinc is for the brain, amazing, and for skin. Top your minerals up, guys. Look them up. Do your research. Go to a functional medicine doctor. Go and get your minerals topped up. This is going to make a lot of people feel so much better. And I'll leave that there. Any other validations there, Ellie? Not yet? Thank you so much. I enjoy watching your lives. You're welcome, Byron. Beautiful. Thank you. Everybody will look after you in here, just like they did with Damien Snow, Byron, and you will start to feel that community love, and that will make you thrive, okay? Because that's what happened to a couple of our long-term listeners on here, or long-term people on here. Sean Lakawatse, hi there. Isn't that funny? Sean Lakawatse is on, and you sneeze, because every time Sean Lakawatse comes on, Ellie sneezes, and then we see the post from her coming on, and that was her husband who used to sneeze a lot. So there you go.
I'm blaming Leona.
Are you blaming Leona this time?
Yes.
Why?
Because she said 5 minutes before I sneeze, bless you in advance.
Oh.
So I'm going to blame her tonight.
Fair enough, but I think it's Lakawatse. What else have we got here? So Byron says, yeah, everybody is giving me good vibes. So that's what this page is all about. It's not just about me, it's about you guys. That's why I do this for free. I do this live across the world to help people. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So Glenn Young, yes, he's put a yes in there, but can you type in capitals validation and then put the validation in there for me, please? Because I don't know what I said a few things, so I don't know what the yes means. Chad Olifi, good evening. Jacqueline Tennant, good evening. Oops, there goes my feed. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
Dive into the latest
needed a
news
drink.
on Oz Arab Media, your premier destination for the latest events, captivating stories, and rich insights from the Arab world and Australia. Stay informed, inspired, and connected. Download the app or tune in to our platforms today. Oz Arab Media.
Hi, Tony.
Cultures,
my MS friend.
Need more time to focus on your small business? Let Aurelian Group handle your business applications. With our expertise,
It's his 50th soon. It's going to be a big 5-0.
Let us take care of all your
Big
software,
party.
technology, and IT needs, while you dedicate your
200
time to
people
growing
at his
your business.
party.
From managing your online presence to streamlining your operations, trust us to make it happen. Visit Aurelian-Group.
Oh, is Chad on here? Where's Chad?
Discover the true potential of
Where did
your
Chad go?
business. Station sponsor.
Oh, Chad, there you go. I was talking about you earlier, Chad. You need to go back to the start of the show. Chad is from Abandoned and Haunted as well. The guy that frightened the life out of me. That's who Chad is, all right? Just so you know. The guy that frightened the life out of me. Yeah, I know you're laughing. I can see you laughing. Frightened the life out of me, dude. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, he says. Yeah, right, as if. And I can't remember the name of the young kid that was there that stood in the doorway. And he knew he was going to frighten us. He didn't move. It's very funny. Yeah, you can laugh, Abandoned and Haunted. Yes, you're on the right site, Natalie Carl.
We're a team of local experts dedicated and passionate about helping homeowners.
Lou Zammit, are there any classes you run in Blacktown? For what, Lovey? For teaching psychic medium?
We ensure a stress-free process so you don't feel nervous.
I do them online. I teach online.
Visit our website,
Lou? Sorry, not Natalie. Lou. Lou Zammit.
Your journey to financial clarity starts with SunPlus, station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. If you'd like to have a free media reading, then jump on to the main page on Facebook, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And earlier in the evening, I was talking about the amazing ghost hunt that I had on Saturday night with Teresa and John from the Abandoned and Haunted page, and then Chad Alifi's just joined us, and he was the young man that frightened the life out of me the second time. So and during the evening, because I thought he was a ghost walking past the pillars, and I went, oh my God, I've had a heart attack. But I'm sure he's laughing his head. Xavier, that's right. His name was Xavier, the young kid that was standing in the doorway with his hands in his pocket. And then all of a sudden I see these feet when I was walking back from the bathroom. I'm thinking, oh my God, what is this, you know? And he loved it, this young Xavier. He was so thrilled that he actually frightened the life out of me. So yes, thanks, Chad, for that. And he says, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Didn't mean to." I said, "Oh, yeah, sure, right. I think you did." I can't wait to get you guys on. You guys should all come in here and do a show with me one night. It'll be really cool to see you come on here. I think we could do a combo here. It'd be really nice. Ellie can do the panel. We've got one, two more mics. Does this mic still work, Ellie?
I would assume so, yeah.
I hope it does, because I'd have one, then you'd have one, and then, yeah. So we could get you guys in here to talk on air about some of the stuff and some of the spooky stuff. So work out what you want to have a chat about and then come on my show. It'll be a very interesting evening. I think it'll be really cool, actually. What else have we got here? So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, don't post up your information. I don't want information. I just want your question, guys. Jacqueline, Lesley, my son, and I have signed up on the 17th of October to volunteer together with the community doing meals for people in need, Adelaide, South Australia. Oh, how beautiful is that? Well done. That's what we need. We need more people like that. That's beautiful. Love it. And that's like, it doesn't cost money to help people, guys, you know, and the more you give, the more you receive. Literally, you know, this is my 457th live show. So I've done a lot of readings. I've done so many readings, it's not funny. I think we worked out 30,000 readings across, you know, times 457 times 2 hours, whatever that is. And, you know, we've worked out about 30 readings, except for tonight, 30 readings per show. Then that's a lot of shows. I mean, a lot of readings, sorry. And if I can do it, anybody else can do it. And you know, my house is full of gifts from people that have given me gifts to, you know, say thank you to me for helping them. And not that I expect anything. I don't expect anything, but it's beautiful. And you can always just, you know, you got to give to get. And I'm not that I'm want to get. I just always want to give, and that's just my nature. Yes, even better. How do I get? So Lou Zamet's asking me before, do I do classes? Yes, I do classes. I might even post up something for Christmas, so I'll do some events. If you're interested, it'd be good to get some people on here because people have been asking me more about it. So I might do how to enhance your psychic and mediumship skills, and I'll post that up in the next couple of weeks. I've just had so much on my plate, it's not funny. She said she wants to, yes, even better. How do I get to them? Would love to join your classes and if possible, receive any messages from Spirit, please. Yeah, well, most of the time when you do the classes, we do that on other people in the class. It's pretty cool, actually. So we talk about Spirit when I teach you how to pull in Spirit and hold it. Some people don't know how to hold Spirit. They can just get little messages here and there, but you need to hold on to Spirit sometimes as well. So not literally, you can't literally, but in your you know, psychic part. So Lesley, she should get a percentage out of the business for promoting them from now on. What does she mean? Lesley should get a percentage out of. No, I'm not getting no. I'm not promoting anybody. I just had a good time with the page, the people from the page. They invited me along. It was a great evening. So, and if I wanted money, I would not have went. You know, so it was all about just enjoying myself, having a good time with these people. You know, it's beautiful. I don't need to get money all the time from stuff like that, guys. I'm not promoting them for that at all. But it'd be, yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be here if it was like that. I've done so many shows for free. It's not funny. So many readings for free. I mean, my private readings I charge, but that's my private time. Yeah, so a lot of people are asking me here to do some workshops. So all right, I'll organize some workshops then. So amazing. I'll talk to the guys and girls. Yeah, so that'd be really good if you guys could do it. Come on the show here and have a chat. And we're debating a few things at the moment with the radio, so it'd be good to get you on air. Yeah, so yes, 100%, Alicia. Play the tapes to hear what you were talking about with the Spirit. Do it. I think it'd be really cool. So Teresa, get your act together with the recordings and what I was asking Spirit, and let's talk about it and go from there and get it onto the show. I think that'd be really cool. Dawn Nash, hi Lesley, do you have any messages for me, please? So if I've missed your questions, then repost it again, please, guys, because I'm not keeping up with the speed of the show here. So we've got Dawn Nash. Any messages? So what do we get, Spirit? Okay, I'll get the number 12 around you, and I do get December, and I get 3 and March. Now, why do I feel pain underneath my neck? Did someone shoot? Oh, did someone shoot themselves in the neck or anything like that, like straight up in the neck? Why am I seeing that for? I just see like something pointing up in the neck or in the throat here. And I'm also got issues with my right big toe. So I also feel pain on the right side of my face as well. So right side is got issues. Was there someone around you that had either Bell's palsy? I just heard Bell's palsy, stroke or what do you call it? Like injury or some kind of impact to the right side of the body. And I'm also holding my neck here. Now, is that what you do? Do you also like just hold your chest, or who's that? There's an elderly lady. I feel like this is an elderly lady that just sits here like and just, like really like this, and she's putting a hand around her throat, like to protect herself there in the chest. Chest and neck protection, or I don't even know how to write this down. So I do feel like this lady had what do you call it? Not self-esteem, but like was fearful of things, And I also feel like she had an issue with her eyes, like the blinking with her eyes or something like that, because I was doing that before as well. Blinking or like partial blindness or something like with the eyes, like blinded by the light. That's what I'm hearing. And I also get the female plumbing area. Is that for you there, Dawn, as well? Female plumbing area. I call it the female plumbing area. So I feel like there was some issues around that, like PCOS or endometriosis or something like that, because I'm seeing a female just curled over. It's curled over from this pain from the stomach. And I'm just writing this down. And this has been for a long time. It's like you don't want to get things checked. If that's not you, it's definitely someone around where you just posted that question. Lorraine Watson or Alicia or Gladys, somewhere there. Not Michelle, Bev. Somewhere around there, because I'm just seeing a young girl curled over. So is that a relative of yours or a female around you? So I don't feel like this is going to end. It's like it's continuous, It just keeps going. It's on a cycle. And I'm also getting this tooth left side. I'm also got vision issues. You've got a lot of things going on there. So who's that around you like that? Vision left side. This person's definitely had vision, impaired vision. They're still giving me the blinded by the light, and I've also got this big toe. Oh my gosh, this big right toe. Did someone break their toe or get stomped on their toe? Did something happen to their big right toe? Because it's really painful. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. I'm going to get rid of that one. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Everybody likes my idea. Thanks, Jill Polglaze. Yep, beautiful. Yeah, Bethany Osborne would love to attend. Okay, that'll be cool. Okay, well, I'll put something. Keep an eye on my page. It'll probably be this weekend. I'm actually going to be studying this weekend and trying to catch up with a lot of things this weekend because it's a long weekend here. I'm just going to sit down and watch the football. Not that I really care who plays. I just want to sit down and just relax and watch the football on the Monday. Is it the Monday or the Sunday they play? Sunday, I think. I don't know. Whatever day it is, I'll watch it. Monique Kemmerling, she's from Brisbane. Good evening. Melanie Jarvis, have a blessed day off to work. I go. Thank you. That's cool. If you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We've been here for 457 live shows. 134 of them have been on a live 90.5 FM and then other outside radio stations as well as home shows. So we'll probably be going back to, people have been asking me for home shows as well. So the only night that I have free is a Sunday night. So I'll probably end up having to go back to a Sunday night. Okay, cool. Shirley Tyler, hi Leslie. Are there any words from Spirit about what's going on at the moment? Okay, let me change over to the page, Shirley. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, I get the number 18 around you, and I also get pain here. I get the pain on the left side. Maybe this is from the previous reading that I just did. Maybe that was for this reading here, but I do get the pain here on this side. Do you actually grind your teeth? Like really grind your teeth, because I can, like when you sleep, do you get headaches as well? Not severe, not migraines, but on the jaw bones a bit achy, because I feel like you grind your teeth. And then 18, 9, and September. So this month, big month this month. And it has as it's finished, it's going to roll over into October as well. So big times coming up for you. And this is not, I just heard not relenting. Not relenting. So that's definitely going to be going full steam ahead right up until after Christmas. And we know what Christmas is like. It's always crazy Christmas time. And I also get 14 around you. 1 and 4 is 5 in the month of May. So everyone's been getting May tonight. That's quite bizarre. And do you have someone that had issues with esophagus or issues with the throat area into the chest area, or infection? I was going to say confection, but infection in the throat. Infection, like it was just really like really deep coughing, really mucusy coughing. And also liver issues. It's like they're showing me the brown spots on the side of the face, and they're also giving me pain around the liver. I don't think this is kidney. I feel like this is liver issues. Lots of good times coming up for you, but everything needs to settle right now, okay? So try and pull back the reins. You need to get more sleep as well. That's what I'm hearing. And I just saw, like, if you're not a nurse, then who's the nurse around you? Because I just saw a nurse with the old-fashioned hat, and I just saw the nurse and leaving the hospital, like the hospital and nurse. So if there's no one around you, then who's in hospital? What's the story with the hospital and the nurse? Because that's what I'm seeing. And this is definitely a female. And they're also showing me jewelry as well. So I feel like there was an elderly lady that was either a nurse or had something with the hospital, and she worked at the hospital or something like that. But I see nurse. I don't know why, and I just heard it. But I'm also seeing the jewelry missing off the hand. It's like they're showing me, they're saying, you're not wearing your ring, nor am I. So jewelry. Some jewelry's missing off the hand. I don't know which hand it is, though. I think it's the right hand. So what is that to you? And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validations there, Miss Ellie?
I have one.
Okay.
So Glenn Young said, sorry, I thought you might have asked if I had a black car and a white car. Vandalism has happened here with the black one. I also worry about it all the time. Regarding what you said about being evicted, everything you said is 100% correct.
Wow.
Needing to know it better. Definitely this house is bad for us. We have felt it for so long.
Yeah, it's not the right energy for you, lovey. You need to get out. So that's what I'm talking about when I was talking earlier about, ghosts and spirits and stuff like that. So your spirit will push and push and push to get you away from something or someone or somewhere or whatever the situation is, but it'll keep getting harder and harder and harder and harder till you get the message to get out and get away, you know. So it'll just keep doing that because it's interrupting the peace in your soul. So your soul needs to be at peace, guys. If it's not at peace, it'll be difficult. It'll be hard for you. So it's really important that the soul is settled. If the soul is not settled, things will start to be chaotic for you. So that's where we need to make sure that you're doing the right thing. So getting all your ducks in a row there, Glenn, is so important for you. You're the man of the house. You need to pull back, go quiet, zip it up, go quiet, get a pen and paper, work out exactly what you need to do, because that's going to make so much of a difference for you. Okay, split everything up into little segments and start to work out where you're missing something or where you want to be, because it's going to work for you. It's going to be amazing. You remind me of Damien Snow, and he's not on here tonight to validate what we're saying, but it's really cool what happened to him, and he's on fire. He's doing so well, you know, and we've just guided him. I've just guided him most of the time, and that's what I've done. That's what I've done with a few other people on this show. Well, not a few, a lot. But I'll go back to Ellie because she's a validation there.
Yep. So Shirley Tyler said, I get like cluster headaches now and then, lots of birthdays coming up closer to Christmas. My nan had her thyroid.
Oh, that's why, the throat.
She has now passed back in 2019. My other nun, however, is in the process of getting cancer removed and having everything removed, uterus, ovaries, and all.
Oh.
The sleep, yes, definitely will validate in a private, and why, and also hospital will be coming up for myself too.
Oh, that's why. So the nurse and the female. But was there, then that means the female nurse that you see is going to be very good for you there. So that's why I feel like I'm seeing it, because they showed me hospital and they showed me the nurse, and they showed me the nurse in like a blue, kind of like the really pale color blue outfit, and old-fashioned nurse. I just feel like this is an old-fashioned nurse. She's going to look after you. It's going to be really nice. So yeah, look forward to that. I mean, not look forward to the surgery, of course, but you'll be fine. But yeah, it's going to be really nice for you. Yeah. We will all move as a family, 100%, Lovey. You've got to sort your shit out. Like, you've got to sort it out. You've got to get your life on track. It's like you're all over the place. It's like everything's in automatic mode, Glenn. It's like you've got to get everything, all the ducks in a row. I can't stress it enough. That's why I keep coming back to you. Spirit keeps pushing me back to you to say this, because it's like you listen to me and you say, yes, that's okay. It's right. But no, you've got to implement it now. It's really important, Lovey. And then once you implement all this stuff and get all this in order, you're going to feel so much better, and you won't have anxiety, you won't have stress on the family, you won't have issues with where you're going to be in the next 6 months, you won't have any problem, you know, doing what you're doing and getting ahead of yourself, because that's what's happening. It's kind of like you sat back for too long waiting because you procrastinated on what you shouldn't have procrastinated on. But now I'm giving you the PT kick up the butt to get your butt in gear. Once you do that, it's going to be really, really nice, and everything's going to settle down for you. So look forward to it. It's like after this year, it's like everything's going to be all over the place. You're going to be run off your feet. You'll be doing this and doing that. Take it in your stride. Don't get emotional or upset about it. Just take it in your stride. Pull your socks up. Put your dummy back in. Put everything back in. You don't need to spit the dummy right now. It's just get all your ducks in a row, and it's going to be fine for you, love. I can't stress it enough. Okay, Sean Lakawatsa, she said, I have a question about my youngest son. He's trying to get back into college for the spring semester. Do you see this happening? He's doing the financial aid for this. Yes, I do, Lovey. I feel like he's going really well. And you need to be proud of this young man because he's doing really well. Sean. The son into college. And he has options, this young man, too, because I can see him just switching. If things don't go his way, he has the opportunity to switch. So look forward to it. Look forward to watching all this stuff unfold. It's going to be really nice for him. I'm also getting 17 around him and 8 in the month of August. So what does that mean? So 17, 8, or August. A lot of good times coming up for him as well. So it's like head down, butt up now, but then later on he's going to be reaping the rewards, and keep reminding him of that, reaping the rewards. And the same as you there, Glenn, reaping the rewards, because the rewards are just around the corner. It's like, when you're doing a relay and someone's passed the baton to you, and then you've got to keep running to get the baton to the next person. Well, you've got the baton the whole time. That's what's happening. So you need to keep running with that baton and don't stop. Just get going. Give it your best shot. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Oh, Ash Meadow, she said, we had our long weekend last weekend for WA. Hope you enjoy your one. Yes, well, I'm having an extra couple of days off, which is really nice. So I'll be home doing study and finishing my course. Thank God. I passed one assessment and I've got another 3 to answer questions that they came back. So Glenn, makes sense. Much appreciated. You're welcome. You're welcome. So we always love feedback after you've gone away, how to think about it. Put all those little tips and tricks into play there, Glenn, and then come back in 2 or 3 weeks' time and then tell us where you're up to. Because me having a personal training background as well, I need to keep people accountable. So we ask you to come back and we ask you to share, if you feel free to share, not everything, but just to tell us if you're on track and how's it going. Because I know it's going to go well for you. You just got to be patient and get it all in a row. So over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Yeah. So Sean, I just have to come through.
Yeah.
Sean said yes, very proud with Delton dealing with grief. He's 18, October 26th, and his birthday.
You will be
October
19.
26th is his birthday, and he will be 19.
Yeah, beautiful. He'll be fine.
Then John Beverly Nash said, my brother took his own life and killed.
Oh, yeah, we can't say that.
I have a sore big left toe. My other brother has Parkinson's. Thank you for that. Someone massages my feet every night when I'm upset, and within minutes I'm asleep. Do you know who it is?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah, we can't say. We have really strict things that we can say, Dawn, on air, so we can't say any of that, what happened there. So I can say it on my live show, not all of it, but I can say some portion of it on my live home shows, but I can't say anything like that here on media with the media law. So Glenn, I definitely will let you know in a few weeks, progress made doing it. Good. Get your butt in the gear, boy. So this is a beauty of me being a PT for so long as well. I mean, I love my hobbies. I love my project management. I love my computers. I love all that stuff, and I love and I love my real estate. So I have a few 5 or 6 hobbies that I love. We're going back on the feed here, but anyway, we've got Ash Meadow. I think I just did Ash Meadow, didn't I? No, I saw the question. Yeah. May I please have any messages? Thank you. So Ash. All right. What do we get for Ash there, Spirit? Another one with dry mouth. Unless it's me, but I doubt it, because I wasn't like this beforehand. But dry mouth, I feel like there's not enough nourishment, not enough nutrients here. And this is what I get for most people, but this one here is really strong there, Ash, and you've been on my show for some time. Now, I just heard study, or someone, if that's not you, there's someone male around you also studying, is that correct? I just see someone with their head in a book, like just reading a book. And have you had an idea that you want to put to fruition, but you can't? You don't know where to start, like a mini business or something like that? Is that you? A business / idea? Because I feel like this can actually take off. It's just that you don't know where to start as well. It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You don't want to lose money on anything, but I really feel like whatever you've got in your mind, it could really go really well for you. And you won't be the next billionaire, but it'll really be a nice thing for you. And I'm also getting 17 around you, 8 in August as well. They're also giving me 11. So November coming up. November, big month. Birthdays, anniversaries, memorials there. I also feel like the 2nd or the February, definitely February next year is going to be really, really big for you as well. So is there, I just heard baby. So if that's not you, then who's the person that around you that's having the baby or just had the baby? Baby or having a baby. Just had it. And this is a little boy. I always get the boys. I hardly ever get the girls. I don't know why. I always see the blue, the blue in the boy in blue. I'm also getting 14 around you as well, 5 in the month of May. Lots of numbers around you there, Ash. Look forward to March next year. I feel like March is going to be significantly better and significantly better. And so everything's going to just switch. It's like a fresh, like all this fresh air in your life. It's like everything's going to change. Look forward to it. But I'll leave that there. Thank you. Yeah, so I look up at the clock and it's got 555 on the clock. I swear to God it had 555. If I can take a photo of it, I'll show you. Let's see if I can show you. There you go. Oh, I just missed it, but that's what I got. It had the 555 before it switched over. Oh, dear. There you go. Oh, Ellie got it for me. Look how quick she was. She was quicker than me. There you go. There's your 555 as proof there, Ash. So thank you, love. So there you go. 555. I just looked at the clock. And that's for you. So lots of changes coming up for you. So look forward to it. Who else have we got here? We got any other validations there, Ellie?
Not yet.
Not yet. Gosh. Today I was on the computer and my eyes were so sore. I was like this. I was like I was blinded by the light myself. So yes. It's cool. Oh, okay. Bev Ridley, you always come up with some weird and wonderful things. She says, every time I listen to you live, Lesley, my left ear keeps popping. Fair enough. Okay, I have that reaction with some people, I think. Okay, Lou Zammit, please. Didn't I do Lou Zammit? Did I do Lou Zammit? I said hello.
No, you haven't.
All right, we'll come back. We'll go to the sponsored ads and then we'll come back. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM and we'll do your next, Lou.
Alive 90.5.
HR Images is a team of professionally trained photographers with a passion for delivering a high-quality service. We believe photography is about telling a story and capturing those real moments. We offer a personalised, unique experience for every photo shoot, specialising in weddings, christenings, family portraits. Visit hrimages.com.au. Mention this ad to receive a complimentary 12 by 18-inch enlargement. HR Images brings you a bundle of joyful memories for you to cherish for your next event. Station sponsor. The Hills to Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies are printed every fortnight and delivered to 75 different locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury areas. If you're unable to pick up a printed copy, there is free online access at hillstohawkesbury.com.au, plus the newspaper's social media sites. The Hills to Hawkesbury team's aim is to inform, involve and inspire, which is why partnering with Alive 90.5 makes perfect sense. Station sponsor.
We all know that paying for a funeral can be a financial burden. However, have you ever thought of paying off a prepaid funeral with none of the ongoing premiums that is associated with funeral insurance? $1,000 can get you started. Hills Family Funerals, a family-owned and operated business of 35 years, can make it easier for you. Call 02-9659-0900. Ask for Richard Spiteri or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Call Hills Family Funerals, station sponsor.
SE Timbers Castle Hill are flooring experts. Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate and vinyl flooring, as well as carpet, blinds and shutters. An authorised dealer of major brands like Boral, Preference and Quickstep. Call 98946660 or visit setimbers.com.au to arrange a free quote today. Station sponsor, SE Timber Floors and Shutters.
Oh, my neck.
Quality.
Why?
Are you seeking optimal gut
I
health?
can turn this way, but I can't turn this way. Someone's got a sore neck.
Is your trusted partner with
Oh, I've got to get rid of that one too.
Bella Vista, Narwhal, Gregory Hills and Aladella. Our expert team of highly trained
Luz Amet, have you got a sore neck?
gastroenterologists
Because
and
I couldn't
dietitians
turn my
on
head.
uncovering the root causes of gastrointestinal issues through a personalised and holistic approach to healthcare. So call 1300 580 239 today. The Centre for Gastrointestinal Health, where your gut health is our priority. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. I was just trying to put my headset on and my head couldn't turn, and I thought, wow, that's really bizarre, and I feel like this might be for Luz Amet. Do you have a sore neck, or you're being a bit stiff in the neck and shoulder blades? Because I just feel like my shoulder blade, everything is really quite tight in the top part of my shoulders here. So what's happened there? Have you had surgery or something not right? I can't even get my arm up. I feel like I can't get my arm up any higher. Shoulder injury, left side, mainly left side into the neck. Now I can turn my neck. Not as much, but yeah. I feel like you might need a massage, or I need a massage. One of us do, that's for sure. But I also get the number 12 around you there, Lou, and December. And I feel like that December was a trying time for you last year, but this year's going to be a little bit better. As much as I still see tears from you, tears of sorrow from you, just writing this down, I do feel like that things are going to settle, and this is going to be around February for you as well. So I'm also feeling like there's a young male around you as well, and I feel like this male has been like, it's like I see the frown, and I see the frowning on the forehead. So is there been an other male because I see like either a stepdad or a father, and the son is very annoyed or upset with the father or the stepfather or whoever that is. Who is that around you? If this is not in your house, this might be around someone's there. They're also giving me kidney pain as well. Kidney and into the back pain. So I'm also getting that as well. And I do feel like this has been going on for a while. And I'm also getting the frowning, like this young man, he's just really disappointed. Whatever's going on with this young man is he needs some reassurance here, because it might not even be your family. I feel like this is, about this family. That's what I'm feeling. It's either it's in your family, or it's so close to your family that it looks like it's in your family. Because this is a young male, and he's seeing what the stepdad or the father, I feel like this might be more, I just heard stepdad or father, whoever it is doing this. This bloke is just causing pain in the house. It's like chaos. It's like last week, I remember I was in here and I remember showing where the guy was causing domestic violence, DV I'm just getting as well. So domestic violence, and he had the woman up with the, hands on the throat, pushing her up against the wall. And that's just not on, So, and then as sure as ever, she'd had to put an AVO out on him for DV, domestic violence. But I just see this young kid, he's not very old, he's not very young, he's in between, like you're 10, 12, maybe. He looks more mature. They're saying to me he looks more mature. He's about 10, 12 in age, but his body's a bit older, so he looks about 14. He's not a small kid. So 14, maybe 13, 14. But I'm getting that he's very disappointed. It's like he needs that reassurance, needs that either that phone call or someone to talk to him. Because they're saying to me, talk to him. I'm going, okay. Because he's just disappointed. He can't do anything. It's like he's disappointed with what's going on around him. I don't like to see him like that. And I also feel sick in the stomach around you there, Lou. What's going on there? It's like you don't throw up or anything, but you just feel uncomfortable in the stomach. And I had that when I was driving to the studio here tonight. Belly uncomfortable. I'm going to have to learn to write neater. So I mean, if you see what I've written here, it's just crazy. It's all over the place. It's a spirit for you. Yeah. And I also heard classes as well. What's classes mean? Like classes, like going to classes, or you need to have classes or something for this DV, maybe counseling. Something's not right there. I just feel like there's really, like really bad communication in the property. Comms is down. And we need to lift this up. So things have got to shift. Things have got to change because you can't stay like this forever. I'm not sure if I'm on the right track with you or someone else around where you've just posted that question there, Lou, and I can't remember whereabouts it was now. Oh, here it is. So maybe Glenn around you. Okay. Maybe not. Lisa Young, Bev, somewhere around there. Kiri Tarura, maybe somewhere around there. So we'll leave it there. Thank you. Any other validations, Ellie?
Yes.
Okay.
So Ash Meadow said, validation, thank you so much. Amazing as always. 555 is my number validation.
Oh.
Stop 222 and 111.
Oh.
Dry Mouth is my eldest daughter. She isn't drinking enough. Of course, this is my future. I'm not sure where to start, but the male studying currently with business ideas might be my eldest dad, as he's money-minded very much, and I'm looking forward to more blessings in the coming months. I just got blessed with moving into government housing by November with many more opportunities to come. I feel so grateful.
Wow, go figure.
Then she also said, my friend has just had a baby boy. She is in love with him. He's currently 3 weeks old. I got scared when you said baby, as I'm not ready for number 4 as a single parent.
No.
I am happily calling my herb garden my baby.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, you don't want any more kids. No, I definitely saw a little boy. Definitely. That's really cute. Yeah, really cute. Very big smile, very happy little boy. He's going to be really, really cute. All smiles I'm seeing. He's really, really cute. He's like, sometimes babies bring happiness to other people, It's really, really beautiful. My work colleague's wife is pregnant at the moment, and it's very exciting. Like, he doesn't think that I'm excited because I don't say much, but I'm excited to see this little cutie, I said, come and live near Pemulwuy or Greystanes or what's it called, Seven Hills, or anywhere around there where I'm close to there. And I said, come and live around there, and then I will look after you. I'll be the babysitter. So, Alicia, for a second, I thought you were reading for me. My kid's best friend is having a hard time. Parents always fighting. Yes. Okay. Well, I said it could be around there. So you need to check in with this kid, because this kid is really suffering. Okay. And just because they're fighting all the time, they've got to stop that. Like, I know it's easy said than done. But I see that kid like a bit scared, and I see him. He needs comfort. He needs reassuring because he doesn't know which way to turn. And this is where, they need their parents. It's awful. I just see him really traumatized by this. There you go. Ash Meadows, she said, Candace Lazaricus, your gorgeous baby boy I mentioned with the big smile. There you go. And I just literally said the big smile, like all smiles for the baby. Very cute. Very, very cute. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Alive 90.5 FM, iHeartRadio, and Omni Studio. We go live across the world, and that's what I love to do. Is I love to help people around the world so that they can, have some peace and quiet, or have some peace and know that their past loved ones are not suffering, and know that their past loved ones are actually okay and comfortable on the other side. And that's really important for a lot of people. There's nothing worse than, you're thinking too much into what they're feeling, and then they're feeling completely opposite. And I've done 457 live shows, times that by 2 hours. So I'm a little bit experienced, I think, in this department. What else do we have here? So everybody posts their questions up on my page, and sometimes I miss them. But, and then most of the time I get pulled by spirit just to read for you. So we've also got here, for a second, I thought you were reading me. Yes, 100%. Just see, Spirit's just pulling me back to you again, Alicia, about that young man, that young kid, because I just see him traumatized by it like this. It's like, he's crying himself to sleep. They wouldn't even know the parents. It's just, and if I'm picking it up all the way here and you're all the way over there, And that means that that kid is really suffering, because spirit won't show me these things for no reason, you know. So you definitely need to get onto that. Even if you just have him over and you talk to him and be his little best friend or something like that. Do the right thing and just protect the child. You know, don't get involved with the parents, because they will not let you see the child. But just, you know, try. And she said, little boy, I know he is. She said, I scolded them in the past. She said, I scolded them the past weekend. I told them the exact thing. They need to stop. I offered to take him. They can't stay away from each other. I hate it. He calls me his stepmom. Oh, see? There you go. See? And he's thinking of you all the time there, Lovey. So you need to step up and just, sort it out there with him. Get something in order. I don't know how you're going to do it. It's a bit tricky, this one, because you're kind of interfering with someone else's relationship. But if a child is suffering, then you're doing the right thing. You're stepping up. So, and it's really nice of you to do that, because not many people stick their nose out for a child anymore. That's for sure. Okay. It's not good. I just feel like this child needs more comfort, that's all. The child, there's no point in these people just continuously fighting and, you know, for nothing. They've got to sort their stuff out, because it's just traumatizing everyone else. It's traumatizing you, thinking about the boy, you know, the boy's suffering. Why do they even why do people have children if they're going to be like this all the time? I don't know. I don't understand. So, that was my phone. Sarah Christian, I always feel spirit playing with my hair and nose itching. I'd like to go further, but I'm just a bit scared, and I don't want my art to be put back, as that's what drives me, especially conspiracy art. I think I mentioned this the other week there, Sarah, that doesn't work like that, love. It's got nothing to do with that. I mentioned that you might have jumped off the live, but it's got nothing to do with that. So there's nothing to be scared about. What are they going to do to you? You know, what are they going to do? If it's a ghost, if they still only scare you to the imagination that you have anyway. So, you know, it's time people understand that, you know, if they're causing havoc in the house, then you need to get them out of the house. If you're hearing or feeling things and you're a medium and you don't know it, you tell them, you acknowledge them. I say it all the time. You acknowledge them and tell them to go. You put them to the side and tell them when you're ready, you'll call them back. Oh, beautiful. B Junior Casey, she says, I just wanted to say hi and good morning. Well, it's evening here, but thank you. It's beautiful. Alicia said, I'll push them to let me have him more. I'll do anything for kids, any kid. They are innocent and deserve the best in life. That's 100% Lovey, and you're doing the right thing. You know, this young man will so appreciate you going forward in the future. He's already got a lot of respect for you, and I do too. And that's just, you know, a beautiful part of human nature that you're actually offering to help him, this young child, because he needs someone. He hasn't got his parents because they're too busy arguing with each other, you know, fighting or chaos and whatever else. And he just sits there. It's like, I feel like he's like sits in his cupboard and just, terrified. They're not used to it. They're not used to this. And then he's going to grow up and he's going to, you know, if it's not someone to rescue him now, he's going to have issues later on. You know, he's going to have all these problems. He doesn't need to have it. So, no, I haven't seen them. Where did you send them to there, Simonetta? She said, hi, girls. I hope you're well. I've sent Lesley pictures in private of the wedding. Did you see them? No. Also, I would please like to know how my sister's operation will go. She'll be fine. I have been having this dry cough. It comes every year and lasts a month. What could I do? I don't know. Sounds like an allergy thing to me. Sounds like it. I'm not sure, but I'm not a doctor, but sounds like an allergy thing, or dust or allergy or mold or something like that. Yeah. So look at things like the dust around behind. They're just showing me. Do you get dizzy as well, near Simonetta? Just got dizzy. Dizzy. But do you have in your bedroom like the, what is it called, the head section of the bed, and then around the sides and around the back, have a look around there, because I feel like there's dust there. Okay, so you've missed dust, or you don't think to dust there, or to get the vacuum to dust in there, but get it out of there, because that's going to help you. Okay, so this is going to get off your chest, because I feel like this is when you're lying down more as well. So chest issues, but go get it checked just in case, lovey. We don't want you not getting it checked. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okay, she says, no, I hear them, at night, a child laughing in my room, Sarah Christian says. Beautiful, that's cool, but you're saying to me that you said before that you're just scared, and you don't want your art to be put back. It won't be put back. If anything, they'll help you more. So, it's there for a reason. So definitely there for a reason. She said yes. Simonetta said yes. But we'll do a few more and then we're going to go. So, but if you hear them, then that's great. She says she hears them laughing, but if that's great. I mean, you've got the auditable clair. We call them clairs, and it's like audible, sensory. The remote viewing, like I've got. What else is there? The hearing, the smelling, the feeling. I've got all the clairs. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, because trust me, when you're a medium, you have to check with the people around you to know if you're not, got that pain in your knee, like the time that I walked in here and said, oh my God, I can't walk. I've got a pain in my knee, and it was Ellie. She goes, I hurt my knee today. I went, oh, now I feel better. Remember that, Ellie?
I remember it. I was like, yeah, I just getting my knee hacking today. And
Yeah.
just
I couldn't even hardly walk. I was trying to get from the car into the studio, and I go, oh my God, what's wrong with my knee? I didn't even do anything to it. And then she goes, oh, that'd be me. And I said, what do you mean? And she goes, I dislocated. I went, oh, okay. And then as soon as she said it, was gone. And that's not the first time that's happened between us, is it, Ellie?
many times.
I remember with the arms, I came in here once, far out, I'm just itching like a dog. I feel like I got fleas all over my arms, and I'm just itching. And then
I was like, yeah, that's me.
that's her, and she puts her arms up. She's got this huge rash on her arms where she's got this allergy there. And I went, oh gosh. And then, yep. And is it still there?
Yeah,
there you
it's
go.
always there.
Yeah, and then sure as ever, I was scratching so much, but as I was scratching, like when you scratch yourself and it goes pink and red and all that, well, it wasn't red at all. It was just still my normal hand. So I know I was in flight with spirit then. That's what spirit does to me. So Alicia said, I told them that they're going to give him post-traumatic stress disorder. I've been saying it for months. Yeah, well, months is too long for them, like they've got to stop. They were yelling at each other while my kids was talking to him on the phone. I had to take the phone so my kid didn't hear that. Should I notify anyone or just be involved? I don't want to make things worse for him. Don't notify anyone. It's just civil. As long as it's civil and no one's getting injured, then that's fine. It's just this is their problem. But if there's someone getting injured, that's another story. But you need to support this kid. And I just feel like if you notify someone, look, it's a hard situation. You notify someone for screaming and yelling. I mean, everyone does that, in relationship. They get upset and then they make up, but I guess it's just a part of life. But I just feel like this kid needs to have more comfort. He's very sensitive, and he needs to have that nourishing support and comfort, And you're the one that's been chosen for him, so you're doing the right thing there. And if you feel like it's getting out of hand, then definitely, call someone, do something about it. But then they might take the child away, and you might not see him for a while. You know what I mean? So you don't know what's happening, because I've seen that before here as well. So it's a bit of a tricky situation, but you'll know what to do at the right time. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Spirit will guide you. You'll know what to do because you've already been doing it and you don't even realize it. But I'll leave that there. Over to you then, Miss Ellie. It's Simonita's got a validation.
Yep. So Simonita said, yes, my cough is as much in the day, but yes, when I lay down, it's worse. I sent the
pictures on Messenger. If that's when did she? Because I haven't been checking everything properly lately. 1 second. So we will be. Where did she send it to? She always surprises me, Simonetta. She sends it to the other page. Yep, I think it's on here. Nope, I have not got any photos. Mind you, my phone was playing up this morning and I could not even get internet. I could get text messages, but I could not even get internet this morning. So I do not know where you've sent them to. Where does she send them to? It'd be good to show people on the live feed now. Where are we? Nope, I do not have anything. I've got other people messaging me and I need to get back to them from tonight, but definitely got nothing on there, lovey. So try. I don't know how you're going to send them. Just see if you can send them again. I didn't get them. Michelle Coburn, thank you, Leslie and Ellie, for another great night. The time that you continue to give us, always greatly appreciate. Thanks for all that you do. It never goes unnoticed and taken for granted. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Everyone have a beautiful day and good night. Well, good night there, Miss Coburn, Michelle Coburn. Thank you. Have you always been an old soul, Leslie? That's how you come across. Can imagine you like that as a child. Very sensible. I don't know about that one. I was a little bit of a rebel at school. I mean, I was naughty at school sometimes. I was good. I was very good at sport. Played soccer, played softball, all that jazz. But then I was naughty in high school sometimes. I used to traumatize the English teacher, because he used to be annoying. Two different English teachers at two different high schools I used to traumatize. But I was very naughty then. What about you, Ellie? Were you naughty at school?
No, I was the quiet kid who reads in the corner and gets straight A's for the first half of high school.
Oh, right. Then what happened?
Then the second half, I was like, I can't be bothered. Because I was in high school when all that crap happened. And in year 11 and 12, I was just like, I can't be bothered anymore.
Yeah, right.
So I started whacking and all that.
No, you started wagging. Well, I wagged and I went to the beach, and we didn't have no money. We just went to the beach. We just went in our friend's car and just drove to the beach that day.
Usually you graduate, then you do your HSC.
Yeah, that's right.
Our school made us graduate, then made us come back for 2 weeks for school.
Yeah.
Like they were like, year 12 have to come back. So
what for?
They wanted to prepare us more because we were like online.
But
me and my friends were like, we're so over this. We're just going to wag the next 2 weeks.
Fair enough. Yep. And so when I wagged, I went to the beach. We went to Cronulla Beach, and we didn't have any money for anything. We just had our sandwiches for lunch, and then we came back, and I had my swimmers and a towel. I snuck that in the bag because I knew I was going to be wagging that day, and I came back and I was totally red raw.
Sorry, Mum, if you're listening, but I wagged and went to work a couple times during that time. Work was like, any kids here available? Like, I'll just walk out the school gate.
Oh, funny. Oh.
Sorry, Mum, if you're listening. I don't think you knew about that.
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah, and Sarah Christian says, "Please spill what you used to do." Laughing out loud. Well, that's what I used to do. I was very naughty, but I used to work hard, and I didn't do much. I hated maths at school. I could never get my head. And my mum used to send me to the teacher, Mr. What was his name? Gosh, she used to send me to him to get lessons, and I used to give him hell. I was really cheeky. I couldn't stand it. I used to hate maths. I never could sit there and focus for 5 minutes. I hated it. But I used to love the history. I used to love the ancient history stuff, because the ancient history is what I believe is the pharaoh that stands behind me, the ancient spirit that stands behind me, which is my spirit guide. So, and I kind of put it all together.
I think history was the only subject I didn't wag.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Well, I got in trouble off Peter Wynne used to be. He was the Parramatta football player, and he used to be our teacher at our school. He was so strict. He was really, really strict with us. Anyway, some of my friends says, "Oh, here, hold my." I never used to smoke at school. I never smoked in my life. And one of the friends says, "Oh, hold the smoke so you can get them on the bus for me, because he's going to check us, because he checked us last time." And they said, "Oh, he won't check you." So I had them in my hand. They just given them to me, and I had them in my hand. And then I went to try and hide them, and he saw me, and he busted me, and he kicked me off the bus and put me up to the principal's office and said that I smoked, and I didn't smoke. So I copped it. So yes. But then I did a lot of study after that, and got to where I am now. But anyway, we'll leave it there, and we'll be back next week on our other radio station, which will be our last night there, because we're not going to be going ahead any further with that station for a while. And we'll have our last show on Sunday night at our other radio station, and we'll be back here on the Monday. So we'll leave it there and have a beautiful evening, everyone. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. Actually, 1 second. I was naughty. We would try to wag the minibus would come and pick us up if we were missing. Then one day forgot this, we will do it right, and went to Surfers Paradise time zone for a fun day. Yeah, there you go. See, I wasn't the only naughty one in the world there, Regan King. But good night, everyone. See you next time. Bye. The good old days. And yet now I'm a goody two-shoes, but I love to have fun still. I like, huh?
They locked the school gates the year after I left.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, I like to have fun. I love my parties. I love my friends. Goodbye, guys.